So you're trying to tell me Zlatan Ibrahimovic is not one of the greats?
No, he's a great.
He's a great.
But I think,
can you actually
but
pick
I think,
a strong
No, but I
goal?
think now we're splitting hairs.
Please
We're trying
pick
to
a
talk
strong
about.
goal. Is he one of the greats or is he not?
No, he's one of the greats.
Thank
but
you.
I don't
He's
think
one
he's
of
in
the end.
No,
One of the OGs.
But I think
He's one
Lampard
of
is
the
a
OGs,
great.
the
I
end.
think Lampard is one of the
great.
greats too.
Yes,
but I
definitely.
feel
Yeah.
in the conversation, if
So
we're having,
allow it,
for me,
allow
I
it.
think if we're having a conversation
Allow it.
about, let me talk now.
What is up, beautiful people? The Sangalo boys are back. My name is Tele, this is Shopsy, and this is Mr. D, our able-bodied, ever-present guest on the show.
Thanks for
the
having
number
me.
one Chelsea fan out
now.
here. But yes, on today's episode, we're talking about the best players that we have watched that are not either Ronaldo or Messi. I mean, it is no news. Ronaldo and Messi have dominated world football for the past how many decades? Like 10, 15 years. But now we're looking at which names you would consider to be right up there with those two names. Maybe not better than them, but right up there.
If they
with
didn't
the two of them.
exist, who I think is the best man I've seen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ronaldo,
But so,
Messi, less world.
yeah, let's start with
Who is the best human being? Can we call them aliens? The
Yeah,
best
right?
human aboard.
Yeah.
And for me, honestly, there've been a lot of remarkable players, but the person I'm going to go with, I don't know how popular this is going to be with the fans or the people on the set, but personally, that me I saw, the things Luis Suarez showed me in that period between 2013 and 2017 were unmatched. And I'll tell you why they were unmatched. In that period, Suarez was the only player to win the European Golden Boot in the Messi and Ronaldo era. And he did it twice. One of those seasons was in the Premier League where he scored 31 goals in 33 matches and assisted 12 goals. Those numbers, we haven't seen that in the Premier League again. As in to score 31 goals, 33 matches without taking penalties. And Steven Gerrard that took penalties scored like 7 penalties. I mean, this guy was really dead ass going to score 40 goals in the Premier League.
Was
that
he
was
going
not
to
in
why he
convert
didn't?
or-
That was not. No, that's
Why
why
he didn't?
No, even if he didn't score as many as Gerrard scored, he's small for being a worst penalty taker. He would have scored like 37.
But he's not even that great.
That's
He's not that great. He's not
that's
that
why
great.
I've cancelled like
Penalties.
he's a world-class striker. A world-class striker, you're scoring at this. Even if you're bad, 60%, you're popping. 60%, and that's if he's a bad taker. Or if he's bad at penalties, he'll score 60%. Because the odds are in your favor as a penalty taker. One. After he left Liverpool, this guy went to Barcelona. Everybody has spoken about how strikers at Barcelona moved out of place to accommodate Messi, Ibrahimovic, Henry was okay, blah, 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 blah. When there, outscored Ronaldo and Messi again. Scored 59 goals, outscored Messi. How can you outscore Messi in the same team as Messi while Messi was still good? 59 goals, and then people also forget things about Suarez, like before he came to Liverpool, he was already scoring 40 goals a season in a lesser league normal. Before he came to Liverpool, he had already made his country champions of South America. Yeah, as in, so before Messi and Ronaldo were winning individual trophies, Suarez had already led a country to a national trophy. So yeah, for me, it's just the ability of the player, like the type of goals Suarez scored. He scored from halfway line, he dribbled everybody, he not let people, he scored free kicks, he assisted so many goals, he worked hard, he pressed, he won the ball. Like, that's just, that maybe being close to Liverpool, I got a front row seat to that, but that's the best player.
I mean, it's very difficult to not see the Liverpool bias.
Yeah,
but,
of course,
But
definitely.
you can't shade. You can't
Those
put
were
him
facts.
down for. No, he gave quite some, a bit of facts. But
Yeah.
But there's something about you being a Liverpool fan.
Of course, definitely. That's your play for you.
Obviously, he won a treble as far. I can't talk about Suarez all this. Like, I will talk about Suarez without mentioning the Liverpool accomplishment, because that one was small now. You need, but I don't say he just scored 31 goals, finished. After Liverpool, the body of work before and after Liverpool for every club, national team records they there. Barcelona, Ajax, everywhere he's been, he dominated. That's my point.
Let's have.
Yeah, it's good to talk about people like that. You know, he's a world-class
people their
striker.
flowers, yeah.
Honestly speaking, for me, guys, you might say I'm sounding somehow also, but to say the fact, to say the fact,
That is just popping
to
out.
say the fact, we have players like Frank Lampard.
One. You have to say one
Frank
player.
Lampard.
So if you have to pick one player that you
I
say
will pick Frank
is
Lampard.
So you think Frank Lampard is the third best player that you've seen? Ronaldo, Messi, Frank Lampard. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No.
So-
We didn't say the third best.
Okay, no, so the number
you
one
said
or the
out
rest?
of,
The rest.
aside from Messi and Ronaldo, you're talking about players that have qualities, players that have numbers, players that have set some kind of landmarks. Do you understand? In a particular football club, as you're talking about Luis Suarez right now. So he creates landmark. You understand? He has never won the Ballon d'Or like the other two guys. Do you understand? But you can see his numbers is talking for him. So when we're talking about players like Lampard, you understand? You are talking about players that create landmarks, that have numbers, that set aside numbers, that people are trying to trail and follow up. It's true now. Lampard is the highest goal scorer in Chelsea, scored over 200 goals. You understand? In a football club, in a single club. Do you understand? When you're talking about Lampard as a footballer, all his numbers came from Chelsea. Do you understand? He's been a legend or an icon, to say, sorry, you might say I'm exaggerating.
So
but
can he perform elsewhere?
Can
Would he have performed elsewhere? Can
Would
he
he?
perform for England?
We all know England, even England of today, is shit, to say the fact.
Yeah,
You understand? England has always been shit when it comes to world football. You understand? As a team, I'm not as a national team, but as a league, in English football league, is one of the best in the world. So when I'm talking about that, we can't really say that he is not good in the national team level. Do you understand? Likewise, looking at what he has done, the trophies he achieved in Chelsea, he won a lot of trophies in Chelsea. So Lampard, for me, is one of the greatest also in a football club like Chelsea. Thank you so much.
So you said I had a Liverpool bias. For talking about a player that played for like 4 clubs, and this guy said Lampard.
Of course. That's what I'm saying. You two, your own bias jumped out. But just allow me just say mine, right?
Okay.
Honorable mentions, first off.
No, say your own. Go to honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
Say
Guys,
your
say your
own.
own.
Pick one guy.
Say your
Okay,
own. Pick
just
one
stand
guy.
by
Okay, so-
Pick your one guy.
The player that I rank the highest, right, is actually Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Right? That is an amazing player. The things this guy did with Sweden, for Sweden, with Ajax, with Inter Milan. This guy is how many years old now? 39, I'll be 38.
Still playing.
Still balling.
He taught the world doing
Still
crazy
balling.
things.
And now I just want to quickly read out a couple of stats for you guys and let me know if you think this guy does not deserve that kind of shout, right? 5 times Italian champion with 2 different clubs, Inter Milan and AC Milan. 4 times French Super Cup winner with PSG. 2 times French Cup winner with PSG. He was part of that 2009-2010 Barcelona behemoth.
Was he
kind
part?
Was it? He was part. He won.
He
shell.
was just a shell.
He won. Okay.
No.
4 times French champions with PSG. In 2015-2016, he scored 38 goals for PSG.
It's PSG.
He won the Europa
It's
League
PSG.
with Manchester United. Won FIFA Club World Cup with Barcelona. Sweden 15 times.
So he only
Ball out
won one
there.
trophy with Barcelona.
How long was he in Barcelona for?
Season.
So what are you now
I
saying?
mean-
He was there in Barcelona. So what are you now
That's
telling me?
okay.
I beg. At Ajax, I mean, he
Yeah.
won.
Yeah,
He won.
Yeah.
He was Dutch champion. He won the Dutch Cup. 7 times top scorer in Serie A, in Ligue 1.
Okay. So, but how do we explain? As in, obviously, like giving people their flowers and this. Zlatan is one of the best players any of us have seen. You can't.
You can't even argue
You say
that
it's
one.
not your line. The things he did were a joke.
Fam.
But I remember having this conversation. I feel like where Zlatan falls short for me is the fact that there's no Champions
3
League.
times player.
There's
of
no
the
Champions League.
3
there.
times player of the year at
In-
PSG.
That's nice. It was League On. Like, come on. It's
League On,
Like,
come
that's
on.
the players that we're talking about in this
Yes.
conversation will pack
Pack
at the end.
the end,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
the-
of course,
the
definitely.
standard, we raise the standard. And I
course,
think we're having this conversation like, win something for your country now. Win something in the Champions League. Like, to be playing football for, I don't want to say, like 20 years, he hasn't won one Champions League. And he has played for all the top clubs. Why hasn't he delivered on that level?
But at
That's
the end
the
of
highest
day-
level.
at the end of the
He
day-
has never delivered at the highest level. And that's just
How do
it.
you mean he has never delivered?
He has
at
never
the
won a
highest
Champions
level?
League, bro. The conversation we're
That
having
does
here,
not
see,
mean-
even the name he mentioned, Frank Lampard has
He won the
delivered at the
Champions
highest level in the
League.
It
competition.
does not mean
I think
he has not delivered
no,
at the highest level.
Okay,
for not
it means
winning
he
the
delivered,
Champions
but I
League.
think when we're having this conversation, in the context of this conversation about who is the best, and we're throwing out the greats. If you haven't won a Champions League, I have to ask you a question.
So you're trying to tell me Zlatan Ibrahimovic is not one of the great?
No, he's a great.
He's a
but
great,
Not, but I think.
can you actually
but I
pick a
think-
strong
No, but I
goal?
think now we're splitting hairs.
Please
We're trying
pick
to
a
talk
strong
about
goal.
a strong what?
Pick a struggle. Is he one of the greats or is he not?
No, he's one of the greats,
Thank
but
you.
I don't
He's
think
one
he's
of
in
the end.
No,
One of the OGs.
But I think
He's one
Lampard
of
is
the
a
OGs,
great.
the
I
end.
think Lampard is
Lampard
one
is
of
a
the
great.
greats too.
Yes,
but I
definitely.
feel
Yeah.
in the conversation, if
So
we're having,
allow it,
for me,
allow
I
it.
think if we're having a conversation
Allow it.
about, let me talk
No,
now.
it is not a competition.
It's not a competition
It's not
now.
a competition about who brings out the best name. Because at the end of the day, I could have come here and said
I think it
Luis
should be
Suarez.
now. We're coming to our honorable
I could have come
mention
here and
section.
said Luis Suarez was also, my best player after Ronaldo and Messi, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not about Liverpool or about Barcelona. The guy has done amazing for himself in his career. Do you understand?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
talking about the
I feel like
talent.
now we've all said our picks. I think now let's evaluate a little bit now. We can criticize
You don't need
everybody's
to
picks.
evaluate anything.
So I'm going
You
to
don't need to evaluate
Okay,
nothing.
from
Go
another
to
point
your
of view,
honorable
I
mentions.
feel
What I-
like my honorable mentions, I feel like this is also, by mentioning these people honorably, I feel like it's a conversation about your picks as well, both your picks. And I feel like to have them above the likes of like Ronaldinho, we saw Ronaldinho a bit toward the tail end. I don't know, maybe Dayo saw more than we did. The Iniestas, the Xavis, the Modric's. I feel like
we can't mention it all.
True.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can't mention
Give
it all.
mention two. I mentioned two. You mentioned two.
two honorable mentions. Okay, my two honorable mentions will go to. I'll have to give Iniesta one of those, and then. It's tricky because I don't know how do I define the player that I watch. Like I saw R9, but he was at his peak was 2002. I was pretty young then. I saw Ronaldo. So I'll give it to Ronaldinho and
So Iniesta and Ronaldinho. So
Iniesta
your
and
two honorable
Ronaldinho.
mentions.
So my two honorable mentions. You guys might just think I'm biased. but
Just
I'm
say
not.
your honorable mention.
I will just
You
give
want
it.
to mention-
I will.
No, if you call two church players, I must comment. I'm not going to allow you to
But they have the numbers. They are honorable.
Let's hear.
They are
Let's
honorable.
hear.
And I have just one person
Before
currently
you say this, zoom
actually.
into him very well. He's not
Thiago Silva, you can't take him out of the picture.
Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva.
I think it's even crazy that he
is-
caught Thiago Silva before John Terry. If you
Ah,
if you must come with Chelsea, you can say Terry now.
wait. Let me land. I will
guys
make
love
mention
Thiago
of
Silva.
Thiago
Let me
Silva.
hear.
I love Thiago Silva
So
right
much.
from the early days. Thiago Silva speaks for himself in terms of the numbers, in terms of the trophies he has won. He has Champions League, he has Club World Cup, he has numerous Ligue 1 Cup, he has won the Italian
Ligue 1,
Cup,
we just said we
he
don't
has won the
like
Italian trophy. You said?
We just said we don't like France. I'm not trying to keep us honest. We said we don't like trophies in France.
No. I'm not talking about that.
No, we're
I'm talking about the
trophies in
titles he has
France.
won.
I prefer
I'm
not
talking
to-
about titles he has won.
But yeah, Thiago Silva.
Do you understand?
But yeah, your second, the second person. you like.
My second person is what's it called? Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry,
Give
yep.
it
I
to
definitely
Thierry
had Henry as one of
Thierry
my
Henry.
honorable
So
mentions.
Thierry Henry, of course, he
Yeah.
has done a lot. He's one of the legends and the great ones. He's one of his name is in the Hall of Fame of Premier League. You understand? He won the Champions League with Barcelona, despite the fact that he was unable to.
He
win
won
it.
a World Cup.
He was unable to win it with Arsenal. Sorry, Arsenal.
So he
fans.
won the World Cup
So
and
he won the
Euro,
World
I
Cup
think.
and
Yeah.
Euro. So
France
he's
is
one of the
all-time
best.
scorer.
France
So-
all-time great.
So
you
that
understand?
brings me
So-
to the players that I wanted to mention as my honorable mentions. I was going to say Iniesta won. I mean, it goes without saying everything that Iniesta
World Cup
was
final goal.
for Barcelona and for Spain, right? And I mean, it's like flogging a dead horse if I start mentioning stats or Iniesta stats or anything. But the fact that he did not do it across multiple clubs might be a bit iffy
yeah.
for me. But he's still in Japan, I think, still playing, played up to the age of like 40 or thereabouts. I saw him, I think I saw a picture of him yesterday, white hair all over his head and
Still
everything.
playing ball.
And he's still balling. So that's Iniesta. And then Thierry Henry, who you mentioned, arguably the best ever player to play in the English Premier League.
I think he's undisputed.
down.
he's the best.
Undisputed.
Hands down.
Undisputed.
Thierry Henry,
Undisputed.
what he
For
did
me,
with
I would
France-
just say Alan Shearer just have the numbers. He
And
undisputed.
the numbers is based on longevity. So that one was
Yeah,
the Premier League 1,000 years.
yeah,
Henry
yeah.
went to
Yeah.
Spain. He was
He
there
went to
and
Spain,
he came
yeah.
from elsewhere. So
Came
Shearer
from
was in
Spain.
Premier his whole career.
Yeah, and he
true
went to America also. So he still came back
They
to
came
England.
back.
So
and
yeah,
still look-
definitely, we've
Those
had
are
big
ballers.
way-
Those are ballers.
We've
Those
had,
are
we've had a
ballers.
very interesting conversation, but I think now we should put it out to the viewers out
Yes,
there.
sir.
Let us know who you think is your best player that is not Ronaldo or Messi, and please come with facts. Put your comments in the comment section below wherever you're watching this, and let us know what you think. And also, you're free to come at any one of us for each one of our picks, right? Whomever you think is not worthy of the mention, right? Just put it in there.
Not worthy of the mention, Abi.
I think we should
You're
capture
telling
this
me Lampard is not worthy of the
I think we
mention.
should capture
Are you
this
telling me
episode.
Thiago Silva is not worthy
It's
of the
okay, guys,
mention?
it's okay,
Guy, don't just point
I think we should
fingers.
capture this episode.
I beg,
Dear
I
Chelsea
beg.
fans.
Thiago Silva, welcome. Anyhow, thank you guys for sticking with us. It was an amazing episode. Catch you guys
Now,
in
now,
the
Sabi.
next one. And do not forget, we're doing Rep Your Team on Accelerate TV. Come through. Let us know why you think your team is the best. Put it in the comment section. Let us know why you think we should invite you to the studio to come and rep your team.
Yeah.
Which I also want to know why I think your team is the worst.
Yes, if you think your team is the worst, come.
Tottenham fans.
Thank you guys.
Peace. Thanks for having us.
And I want to say something before we call the show.
We've already cut the show.
Before you call the show, let me talk my
Yeah,
talk.
enough, they want it.
Don't you think in 2012, when we finished 5th and we won the Champions League, Tottenham was dropped from Champions League for...
You bounced them.
We bounced
Wow,
Tottenham.
that's so fucked up. Tottenham are just
We are
unlucky.
doing that against us now.
Tottenham are just unlucky.
I don't know why.
They're just unlucky, bro. I've never seen a club like that before.